There are lies and there are half-truths. And so the realization I just had is that what we've kind of picked up from various different sources of understanding of the truth of the mechanics of creation is there are actually half-truths and lies. And so the one I'll speak about today is about in the movie The Matrix. There's this boy who's in the school, of the Oracle, and he's saying, well, he's bending the spoon, and he said, well, the secret is there is no spoon, right? Which is this whole kind of pervasive theme of the world is just an illusion. And I want to tell you something right now that is total bullshit. And I'm going to explain the correct mechanics of creation and why that is not true. So you see, there's this aspect of you that's greater than this limited self. There's this aspect of you that's, we can call it the creator consciousness imbued with the infinite. That's this very pure, expanded state of being. But at the same time, we are incarnated into this being. And the truth of our incarnation, there are structures holding our incarnation, the aspect of us as consciousness here. And you know what? It's been through the deviation. It's been like this junker car that's been beat up and damaged and smashed and rusted. And it's actually suffered damage energetically, in the mental structures, in the emotional structures, in the physical body. It's all stored there. It's real. These challenges, these limitations are stored energetically in all these dimensions of our being. So while, there's this ultimate greater truth, the real truth is that we're in self-deception of who and what we are. We're in self-deception that we're not creating a reality. So the illusion is not the world out there is an illusion and none of this is true. That's not what's going on. And we need to know the mechanics of creation. We need to know exactly what's happening, because otherwise there's no way out. The way out is through being in awareness and understanding how to use our awareness with the correct knowledge of the mechanics of creation. And this is what really our passion is about. Let's get people to the correct mechanics of creation, so that when they use their choice to evolve, when they use that time, that investment in making their life better to change their reality, they can actually create a difference. Now, here's the deal. If you believe the world is an illusion, you cannot correct your situation, because we need to restore our physiology. We need to restore our energy body. It needs repair. But the secret to getting there is that we start to pull ourselves out of, the matrix, out of the belief of a separate, limited identity. That's what the path is about. And so we don't start this path, that's kind of the end stages of the whole journey. But we have to start that path the only place we can, which is where we are. And we start with, well, what's going on in my immediate reality? What's going on in my nervous system? And when we stop lying to ourselves that I'm fine, the truth is we're not fine. We're stressed out. There's all these disturbances going through our system nonstop every single day that we're just ignoring. And we start to pay attention and say, wait a second, there's something going on here. Let me do something about it. And we actually have tools to do about it. Then things change. But coming back to the original point, this is the trap we are in, is we have half-truths about the mechanics of creation. Now, here's the deal. You know what level of truth you need to make progress out of this maze, this matrix, this limiting structures that we're trapped in as humanity? Do you know what percentage truth you need to have? 100%. Without 100%, you're making zero progress on your journey. And this is the trap. There are people we know who've put in, decades of their life. They've got bookshelves filled with books. They've taken course after course after course filled with half-truth. And some of it's really good half-truth. It's 90% true. But it gives like little taste. It doesn't give the whole unlock. So that's the message. Don't settle for anything less than 100% truth. Let's be evolutionary and go beyond.